Welcome back to Dream F1, and the first bit of news today concerns me, apparently. Other drivers have not been happy with my driving style, with our race in Le Mans being the low point of the season. We will be watched regarding this in my home race, where we are not aiming for points, but for a clean race without any incidents, and everything else is just a bonus. The opposite has to be the case for Carlos Sainz, with his 4 main competitors for the title struggling here and there in some races, while Carlos has consistently been on the podium, with Le Mans being the second race that he won this season. Slowly he is increasing his grip on the championship. The competition needs to step up their game to keep up with the Spaniard, who is in the form of his life. Another driver that is on form right now is Alex Albon. The Williams driver and member of the Red Bull family achieved his second top 10 finish of the season, and he is aiming for more. With Sergio Perez under pressure at Red Bull, where he is expected to finish in the top 6 of the championship, which is more and more unlikely, the second seat at Red Bull might be opening up. And Albon, in his current form, might be the favorite for Checo's replacement right now. The Formula 3 Open World Series was back for another race in Japan this weekend. At the Sportsland Sugo circuit, it was yet another battle between Ayumu Iwasa in the number 7 and the big surprise of the season, New Zealander Callum Hadge in the number 2 car. It was a thrilling battle throughout the first part of the first lap, with the lead changing back and forth again and again. Both showed great respect to each other, but ultimately Ayumu Iwasa was able to get ahead. Their race-long battle lasted until the very last lap, right to the finish line, but Iwasa continued his strong run of form as he once again scored the full 10 points in Sugo, which increased his gap to Hadge in the championship. The current standings are on your screen right now. Back to Dream F1, where we are racing in Germany once more. This race alternates between the Hockenheimring and the Nürburgring, with the latter hosting today's edition. While the Grand Prix circuit seems unspectacular compared to the Nordschleife, this circuit still has produced some very good races in the past. 1995, 1999, 2007 and the latest edition in 2020 was also a very entertaining one. Let's hope we can add today's race to that list. Well, and the indicators all point at a great race that lies ahead, because we have 5 different teams in the top 5, with Hamilton taking pole ahead of Max Verstappen. Good qualifying also for STV Racing, as Schumacher and myself, we start from 10th and 12th, so very close to the points. And then further down the order, we once again see a very disappointed Charles Leclerc, who is only in 19th, after once again he was held up by traffic and couldn't get a clean lap in qualifying. And George Russell even had a crash in the qualifying session, didn't set a lap time, and is starting from P24.
Okay, home race time it is, but our goal today is just have a clean race. And let's see how this goes, as we are starting the German Grand Prix of our second Dream F1 season. The first time this one takes place at the Nürburgring. Surviving turn 1 is difficult but crucial. We make contact with Pelot, but this definitely was not our fault. Oh, he just rammed us into our back, but now look at that, we passed Esteban Ocon, just behind our teammate Mick Schumacher. We are now in 11th. Good news here. Once again, like in Le Mans, let's just hope this is not a foreshadowing that the same thing will happen again. It is very cloudy, but like in Le Mans, it should still stay dry throughout this race. And I can immediately say that the car feels pretty planted also in race trim. Was not that great in Le Mans. I mean, we made it worse than it needed to be by strategy and poor driving standards, but let's try to do it all better here. Don't take any unnecessary risks against our teammate because we're both in a good position after lap 1 that we complete right now. Maybe if we get a good exit here, there might be an opportunity, but as I said, no unnecessary risks. We don't want to ram off Mick. Oh, Mick getting sideways, and so do we! Yeah, what did I say about the car being planted? Oh, damn. And now towards the Vidol chicane, which is probably one of the best overtaking spots on the circuit, apart from turn 1. Oop. Taking a bit of sausage curve there. We move past Mick. He tried to hold on to that position, but that rather cost him than he gaining anything. It was a bit late on the brakes, but in my opinion this was fine. Of course, speaking from the cockpit view. Careful here now. Lap 3 DRS is now activated. Oh, and look at this. We made it away from Mick already. And are in the DRS window of Sergio Perez, who is just ahead of us. A terrible start for Perez this must have been. I think he was starting from 6th, wasn't he? Already down to 9th. Oh, and we're in the top 10, I didn't even realize. But now Ocon passed Mick. So this might be interesting to see what the Alpine can do. If Ocon can go quicker than Mick. But this is an issue of future me. Present me just has to worry about tires and about staying on track. That is the main concern. Now Perez is really close to Tsunoda. Let's see if he can try anything. Towards the chicane we go. Now we're gaining on them all of a sudden, but no rash moves into chicane. We really want to take our lessons after the awful race in Le Mans. But now I guess there goes Checo. Yeah, piece of cake for the Red Bull. Oh, there goes Tsunoda again past Perez. But through that bit here, Tsunoda is really slow. Dunlop-Kehre. Getting our car alongside Perez. Schumacher S. Can't really go side by side through there. Perez was in no mood to back out and he was slightly ahead, so nothing we can do about this. But now this might be an opportunity. Waiting for any sort of mistake while they battle. Oh, look at this. This actually is an opportunity. And we get it stopped in time, and up to 8th we go, past Tsunoda and Perez. Perez was too close too close too early to Tsunoda, because he was right at his rear when they went through that kink, and that gave us a massive boost of momentum against the two of them. Oh, but I'm still way too cautious into this corner here. Into turn 1 and then the Mercedes-Benz arena. I really don't enjoy driving through this one. It's so painfully slow. But now it's okay. Oh man. That has been a tedious... What was that? 10 laps maybe? Since we passed Perez and Tsunoda. But we finally caught up to Kamui Kobayashi, who seems to be really struggling on tires now, because I've been gaining quite quickly. Oh damn, okay, now I switched up the corners in my head. I thought this was this one coming up, not the Schumacher S. We may even have lost DRS, yes we did. Damn it. Okay, now we would be close enough once again. Oh, but Kamui is really, really slow. Look at that. But we managed our tires quite well, because I think the lap ahead of this one was the fastest one of my race so far. And now we have the DRS. We are quite close. We might actually be close enough to try something into turn 1. Yes, we are. Yeah, but still, I'm not too confident on the brakes into the hairpin. I much prefer the Vidal chicane. No one has pitted so far. This is interesting. They're all staying out quite long. But in the meantime, we can go quicker than Kobayashi. We have an opportunity to move up into 7th. Oh yes, that's quite easy. Oh, careful with the DRS through the kink. Yeah, you really have to be careful through that right-hand flick if you have the DRS open. We were close to losing the kite, got a bit loose while turning in. But we survived, this is important, and we're up to 7th. Whoa, round the outside, Kobayashi tries it, because once again I'm too cautious on the brakes there. Damn it. But he's really not quick anymore now. No chance in the Dunlop Kehre. Oh, once again! Come on, focus! I always switch up the left-right combination that is here with the Michael Schumacher S. And that loses me big amounts of time, but maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Let's try to catch up to Kobayashi here. Get really close to him. Ahead of the second DRS zone. Okay, now Vettel is the first one to come in. And let's try it here, and maybe then we can gain on Kamui so that he can't attack anywhere else. Oh, there is contact once again. I'm wondering if I should try to undercut him. But I don't know how powerful the overcut is, because it often has been powerful with the traffic that we'd encounter by stopping early. Once again, lifting off way too much. But we will have DRS. Come on. Kamui Kobayashi, and now he's coming in. Okay. That's interesting. Then let's try the overcut. Oh no, my battery's empty. I overdid it! Damn it! Okay, I need to build some energy. I will come in at the end of this lap. Yeah, our tires are pretty done right now. Crap. Oh, that pit stop managing. That completely messed up my energy because I put it into attack for a quick lap and then I just forgot to turn the battery down again. Let's go back to balanced for the rest of this lap. And then request the pit stop. Let's frickin' go. Oh, many people pitting now. Also a bit of an awkward pit entry now. Careful to not speed. Yeah, a bit cautious as well, but better overcautiously into the pits than getting a penalty. Now, where is our pit box? There it is. Stop on the marks. Oh, a bit too early. Where do we head out? Perez is now in the pits as well. Where is Kobayashi? Oh, this could be close. It worked! We are ahead of Kamui. Okay, that was a personal best lap time, but Kamui is still there. We're closing up to Oscar Piastri, who I suppose has not pitted yet. Definitely has not pitted yet. Let's try and pass him as quick as we can. I'm thinking about doing it here even. Easier said than done round the outside. Oh my word, the grip on these fresh tires is so much better, but Piastri! Wowee! Oh, and we don't even have DRS now. Oh, damn. Yeah, that was not ideal going for it there. Should have waited for that chicane here. Oscar Piastri, please. Don't make this harder than necessary. Come on. There we go. Finally. And now please make it as hard for Kobayashi as you did it for us to pass you. So much for undercutting anyone else. Oscar Piastri. The Australian wall. Oh, there's someone slow. George Russell. What's been going on there? Did he make a mistake, or is he, like, having a technical issue? He stayed out. So I suppose that had to be a mistake. And now this could get even better here today. Oh yes, there is something wrong. We shouldn't be able to pass him there. But we were, so something wrong for George Russell. I'll try to get a replay.
And here we can see what happened to George Russell. He's approaching the Vidal chicane and he locks the rears and then just spins round. Rejoins the track, and this is very interesting because it was not the first time that this has happened. This is a lap earlier. He's battling Carlos Sainz there, and once again this is the Dunlop Kehrer. He locks the rears, spins round and continues. So he must have some sort of brake issue, I suppose.
Oh, Nico Hülkenberg is just coming out of the pit lane and we are ahead of him, up into 6th. Whoa! Nico! He decided very late that you wanted to go down our inside. Damn it. Minor mistake there. That is Hülkenberg passed. We don't quite get back at him here. I didn't get the ideal line through the Schumacher S in the first corner, and that sent me wide into the second part of the corner. But I also gladly accept that Hülkenberg passes us on the fresher tires. Would have been nice to keep him behind for a bit longer. But yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can stay with him. I mean, we did it once at Silverstone already. Waiting until the very last moment and just staying in Paris DRS back at Silverstone. Let's try if we can do that here. That will of course ease the pressure for us, and maybe he pulls us around the track. Kobayashi is far enough away to not pose any danger to us. For now, it looks like we can stay with him. Whoa! It got way too close there, and I kind of feel like he cut us off a little bit. Because, yeah, if I braked even harder, I would have slid into him. And we were alongside going into the braking zone. Oh, that was a terrible, terrible run through the hairpin. Now he might even get away. We're still there. It happens all the time. This is now the 4th, 5th time that this happened to me. This race, that I mixed up the two corners. Oh, come on. That kink is making overtaking very, very difficult because the car ahead of you kinda, yeah, moves all over the spot. As we're going into the final lap of this race, there is a lapped car in our way. This could come in helpful. Oh, there might have even been a chance. Because also, Nico Hülkenberg was quite conservative on the brakes there. Now he's taken a very wide line through the Mercedes arena. And oh, he gets held up there by Sargent. Oh, Nico will be mad with Logan about this. But it's not over yet. Keep it together, come on. No talking now to the end of this lap, I'm sorry. We did it guys! Career best finish, P6! An absolutely, almost perfectly clean race. And we're rewarded with P6! 8 big points in our bag. And that is a home race that deserves its name. Well, not really, because Hockenheim would have been much more of a home race for me, but anyway, talking a bit of nonsense, you should be used to it. Look, did you see that? There was smoke coming out of Lando Norris's car. Oh my goodness, Sebastian Vettel, please. We were super, super close to even finishing 5th, maybe one more lap, and Norris would have broken down. Can you believe it? Oh, but still, what a race. I am very, very happy with this result.
And these are the results. Lewis Hamilton wins ahead of Carlos Sainz, who moved past Max Verstappen. Not really that big of an exciting race at the front, so yeah, no highlights really to show you. Also, strong race for Sebastian Vettel and Lando Norris. Then, of course, ourselves, we finished in P6. Nico Hülkenberg just behind us. Charles Leclerc only moved up to 11th. Mick Schumacher also with a good race, but sadly still outside of the point-scoring positions in 12th. And then George Russell, one of the big names outside of the point-scoring positions. We've seen what happened to him after starting last. So yeah, weekend to forget for the young Mercedes driver. No retirements today though. And in the driver's standings, Carlos Sainz still increases his lead in the championship. Max Verstappen is his main rival right now. George Russell, while dropping back a bit after failing to score points today. Lewis Hamilton with his race win coming a bit closer there. Charles Leclerc, well, he is probably out of the title fight now. Then on the second page, while we made a big leap points-wise, we're still in 15th, equal on points with Esteban Ocon, but Ocon, well, he scored his 12 points by finishing 4th, so he has the better race finishing position, so he is still ahead of us. Everyone from Joe downwards still waiting for their first points finish. And here are the constructor standings. Ferrari still ahead of Mercedes and Red Bull, and the interesting battle between McLaren and Porsche for P4 continues as they are just 3 points apart. Well, and that has been it for today's episode of Dream F1. The next race will be the Belgian Grand Prix at the Circuit Spa-Francorchamps, one of the highlights of the season. So I hope to see you all there. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video, subscribe to not miss anything going on this channel, and I hope to see you all the next time. Until then, goodbye.